Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn with Soft Scholar, where we simplify complex business concepts into easy to understand lessons. In our previous video, we learned what is supply chain management. Today, we are going to answer one of the most confusing questions asked in interviews, MBA classes, and even by working professionals. What is the difference between supply chain and logistics? Many people think these two terms mean the same thing, but they are actually different. One is the complete strategy behind delivering products to customers. The other is operational process that physically moves those products. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand what supply chain is, what logistics is, their key differences, real world examples, career opportunities, interview questions. Let's get started. What we will cover. Before we begin, here's what we will learn today. First, we will understand the definition of supply chain. Then we will learn the definition of logistics. After that, we will compare them side by side. I will also explain with practical examples from coffee companies and online shopping finally. I will share a simple trick that you will never forget. So stay till end. What is supply chain? Before I explain what supply chain is, let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever ordered a mobile phone from Amazon or Flipkart? Maybe an iPhone, Samsung, OnePlus, or even a simple power bank. Now think about this. Did that product magically appear at your doorstep? Of course not. There is a long journey behind every single product we use every day. Let's take an iPhone as an example. Most people think Apple simply manufactures the phone and sells it. But that's not what actually happens. The aluminum used for the phone comes from one place. The display is made by another company. The processor is manufactured by a different supplier. The battery comes from another supplier. The camera modules are supplied by another company. All these components travel thousands of kilometers to an assembly plant. Their engineers assemble every component into one finished smartphone. After manufacturing, the phones are packed carefully. They are transported to distribution centers, then to warehouses, then to retailers or online fulfillment centers. Finally, after you click the buy now button, the phone is delivered to your home. Now here's the interesting part. Who manages this entire journey? Who decides which supplier should provide the display? Who decides how many phones should be manufactured? Who predicts future customer demand? Who ensures there are enough products during festivals like Diwali, Black Friday or Christmas? Who manages transportation between countries? Who ensures products reach customers on time? The answer is supply chain management. Supply chain management is much more than transportation. Many beginners think supply chain means trucks, warehouses, and delivery. That's only a small part. Supply chain actually begins long before manufacturing starts. The first stage is planning. Companies analyze the market. They study customer demand. They ask questions like, how many phones are we likely to sell next month? Will demand increase because of a festival? Should we manufacture more? After planning comes sourcing. Companies choose suppliers. They negotiate prices, they check quality, they sign contracts. Then comes manufacturing. Raw materials are converted into finished products. Next comes warehousing. Products are stored safely until customers need them. After that comes transportation. Products move to distributors, retailers, and customers. Even after customers receive the product, the journey is not over. Suppose your phone has a manufacturing defect. You return it. That return process is also part of supply chain. We call it reverse logistics. So remember this, supply chain is not one company. It is a complete network of suppliers, manufacturers, warehouses, transport companies, retailers, and customers working together. Think of it like a relay race. one runner passes the baton to the next. If even one runner drops the baton, the entire team loses. Similarly, if one supplier fails to deliver components on time, the factory stops, production gets delayed, warehouses remain empty, retailers cannot sell, customers become unhappy. So, every link in the supply chain is equally important. That's why we call it as supply chain. Because every stage is connected like the links of a chain. If one link breaks, the entire chain becomes weak. What is logistics? Now let's understand logistics. Logistics is only one part of supply chain. Its responsibility is simple. Move products, store products, deliver products. Suppose a factory has manufactured 1000 laptops. Now, how will they reach customer? Should they go by truck, by train, by ship? Where should they be stored? How many warehouses are needed? Which delivery partner should be used? How should damaged products be returned? These are logistics activities. Logistics is all about execution. Think of logistics as the transportation department of the supply chain. Real example. When you order something from Amazon, the moment your order is confirmed, warehouse workers pick your product, pack it, label it, load it into delivery vehicles, deliver it to your own house. If you return it, logistics handles that too. That's logistics. Key differences. This slide is extremely important. Let's compare them. Supply chain has a much larger scope. It covers everything from suppliers to customers. Logistics only focuses on transportation and storage. Supply chain is strategic, logistics is operational. Supply chain decides what should happen, logistics ensure it actually happens. Supply chain's objective is creating competitive advantage. Logistics aims to deliver products quickly, safely, and at a minimum cost. Think of it this way. A football coach creates the game strategy, players execute it on the field. Supply chain is the coach, logistics is the player. Visual flow. Now look at this diagram carefully. Raw materials, manufacturing, warehouse, transportation, retail, customer. The entire flow is called supply chain. Notice where logistics exits. Warehousing, transportation, distribution, logistics is inside the supply chain, not outside it. This is one of the most common interviews question. Remember this sentence. Every logistic activity is part of supply chain, but supply chain includes much more than logistics. Coffee example. Let's understand using coffee. Imagine Starbucks. Supply chain decides which coffee farms should supply beans, which country offers the best quality, how much coffee should be purchased, when should roasting happen, how much stores need inventory. These are supply chain decisions. Now logistics begins. Coffee beans are transported, stored in warehouses, delivered to stores. Packaging materials arrive, milk, sugar, paper cups, everything reaches each cafe daily. That is logistics. Amazon example. Let's look at Amazon. Supply chain determines which products to sell, which suppliers to partner with, future customer demand, where to build fulfillment centers. Logistics takes over afterward. Receiving inventory, storage, picking, packing, shipping, last mile delivery, returns. This is why Amazon succeeds. Excellent supply chain, excellent logistics, both work together. Restaurant analogy. Here's the easiest example. Imagine a restaurant supply chain is deciding the menu, the suppliers, the ingredients, kitchen planning, number of restaurants. Logistics is buying vegetables, receiving milk, storing food, delivering customers' orders. One plans, the other executes. Simple. Imagine a t-shirt company. Let's imagine we are starting a t-shirt company. Supply chain asks which cotton suppliers should we choose? Which country should manufacture? How many warehouses do we need? How can we reduce costs? Logistics asked, which truck should carry the cotton? How should shirts be packed? Which courier company should deliver? How can delivery be faster? Notice how both departments work together. Careers. Now let's talk. Many students ask, should I build a career in supply chain or logistics? Supply chain roles include supply chain analyst, demand planner, procurement specialist, sourcing manager, operations manager. Logistics careers include logistics executive, transportation planner, warehouse manager, fleet manager, distribution manager. If you enjoy strategy and data analysis, supply chain is an excellent choice. If you enjoy operations, transportation, and execution, logistics is the right career. Today, many companies combine both skills, learning Excel, Power BI, SAP, SQL, AI tools. These will give you a major advantage. Summary. So let's revise today's lesson. Supply chain is the complete business network. Logistics is one important function inside it. Supply chain focuses on planning and strategy. Logistics focuses on transportation and delivery. Without supply chain, products cannot be planned. Without logistics, products cannot be reached customers. They are different, but they cannot succeed without each other. Interview questions. If you are preparing for interviews, here are the three questions recruiters often ask. Question 1. Is logistics a part of supply chain? Answer: yes. Question 2. Can a company have supply chain without logistics? No. Products must move. Question 3. Which has a broader scope? Supply chain. These questions are frequently asked in MBA and logistics interviews. I hope this video has completely removed your confusion between supply chain and logistics. If you learned something new today, please like this video, share it with your friends and colleagues, subscribe to Learn with Soft Scholar. In the next episode, we will learn types of supply chains and explore how manufacturing, retail, healthcare, and e-commerce use different supply chain models. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.